Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading for August. Let's jump in, see what August has in store for you guys. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information to do so is in the description box below. I would be honored to give you a personal reading. All right, let's jump in, Saggies. Okay, it's going to be an explosive month. Let's see if I can see what that is. I have South Node, comfort zone, needing to release. Okay, I have distance and time out, retreat, blocked emotional or physical distance. Okay, so this is telling me right out the gate that there is something that needs to be released. There may be something that you have either already distanced yourself from, taken a time out and separation from, and disengaged from, or this is calling you to do exactly that. Okay, this may be saying you need to disengage. There's something that has to do with a karmic cycle from a past life kind of lesson that you are needing to release at this time, that you may be either holding on to or that you need to distance yourself from or gain more distance on so that you can then move forward. Okay, you need to move toward your north node here and release those things from the past in order for your new timeline to begin to shift and play out for you. Okay, I have the door of dreams coming out for you here. Okay, so this here is your north node. Okay, so that through this door of dreams, this opportunity that's being presented to you, it's saying that you need to release the old. You need to release all of which no longer serves your highest good, which you already kind of know and have a good idea what that is. So either you have done this and you've gained some distance from that situation of the past, or things that you've had to close out recently, especially here in July, which is calling for a lot of those karmic cycles to be cleared out. And you're now gaining a good sense of distance and seeing those doors of dreams opening for you, or this is calling for you to do that in order for you to be presented with that door of opportunity to then enter into your highest timeline through your, destiny point. Okay. I have the holy gate. The doors of pure happiness will soon be opened. Again, this is another part about open doors for you. Okay. So this is saying that you need to fully let go of those things that no longer serve you. This may be relationships, and this may prove to be a little bit challenging for you. Okay. I hear you, Saggies. This is really hard to let go of things and situations and people and relationships that we've gotten really comfortable with. Okay. But there's a reason why there's a sense of comfortability in it. So it's kind of one of those things where when things are good, they're really good. And when things are bad, they're really bad. But that is your number one clue. This is a karmic soulmate, a karmic cycle, a karmic lesson that needs to be learned and moved on from. Okay. You need to choose different, not what's comfortable. You need to jump into the unknown and take that leap of faith so that you can then cross the threshold into that door of dreams where it will then open to you and present itself to you. Okay. Let's keep going, Saggies. Let's see what else wants to come through for August here. I have solution and problem. Again, this is going to be where you might be attempting to find a solution to a problem that's presenting itself to you. Again, this is most likely a karmic relationship or a karmic situation that you're being faced with as a challenge in order to choose differently. Okay. So, if you don't know that this is what's happening and you're not kind of, in on that info, you're getting it right here in this reading. Okay. So this is presenting you with an opportunity to choose different and not repeat a cycle of the past, a karmic cycle, which will play out the same. I mean, you've already been in this, so you kind of know how this ride goes. There's not going to be anything new for you here. You're just going to kind of do the same old, just, same song and dance, just different day. Okay. So this is saying again that you are going to enter into a state as soon as you are willing to distance yourself from this situation enough where you can gain a sense of clarity. You're going to have a clear knowing of which direction to take, because you're going to get so disengaged from the situation that you're no longer going to be emotionally or mentally kind of infiltrated by it. Okay. So once we distance ourselves, we can kind of calm down. Our nervous system tends to kind of it kind of freaks out a little bit when it's going through really challenging situations, especially challenges that don't make it feel good, that it knows it needs to remove itself from. Okay. So it can really wreak havoc on our mind, our heart, our nervous system, our bodies. It can do all kinds of things. So this is telling me that you might be entering into a place where you are going to disengage and get some distance between you and this situation so that you can see things more clearly and feel your way through this. Okay. You're going to need to tap into that, intuition of yours and feel what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Do I want to go another, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, a month with this situation or this person? Or does it feel better and more relieving to think about going in the new, even though that feels a little uncomfortable, but not quite as, uncomfortable as this past situation. Okay. So it's going to help you to calm that nervous system down so that you can get that clarity in your intuition, okay? And make wise, clear choices for yourself here in the month of August. Let's get an overall energy for the month of August. Maybe I can get some more details for you and kind of see more about your situation, okay? Here I have the King of Swords, okay? This is an overall energy of saying you need to stand in your truth. You need to get very aligned with your truth and speak it. And not only speak it, but stand in it, okay? With the King of Swords, he's very quick to say, you know, this is my truth. This is my authenticity. This is what I'm aligned with. And I'm going to not only express it, but I'm going to take action in that direction as well, okay? So he can be swift with his sword and he can do what he needs to do and say what he needs to say when the time comes for that. He's quick to cut out. But he is also a king that has a maturity about him in his mind, where he's able to make sound decisions, knowing that they need to come from a place of intelligence. They need to come from a mature place of clarity before making those decisions. So this is calling you to take action in your life in a way that is authentic and aligned with your truth. Let's take a look at the beginning of August, kind of see what we enter into the month with, okay? In the beginning of August, we enter in with the Chariot. Okay, this may be that you've already taken some action, okay? By the time you've kind of disengaged, you're already seeing the future here, okay? Especially with this King of Swords being in your overall energy for the month of August. This is telling me that once you align with that truth, once you align with that decision and you get out of that riffraff, you get out of that, chaos, you're going to be able to charge forward because the universe is just waiting to meet you halfway. They're waiting for you to align with your authentic truth and make a decision so that they can then align with you and take off forward into this new, higher timeline for you. Okay. So whatever is falling away, allow it to, even though it's uncomfortable, even it feels, difficult and unsafe, you need to allow the old to fall away because it's going to clear and make room for you to enter in through another pathway, another doorway through your higher timeline so that you can shift into that and have better, higher, more vibrational experiences that come into your world versus repeating the past. Okay. So here you're going to come into the energy of August, really charging forward and getting ready to align with your truth and move forward. Okay. Let's take a look at the middle of August. You have that beautiful fiery energy, Saggies. I know you can do this, okay? It's harder to get into the head when you have such a fiery, passionate energy, okay? You can feel very deeply, okay, and passionately about things. And so I know it can be quite challenging to get into the mind and find comfort in that, okay? To be comfortable in that faith of mind and get, real clear on your intentions, okay? Passions run real deep in you and you want to take action, but sometimes those passions can, kind of lead you off the path and astray, okay? So get aligned in that mind, as challenging as it may be. As you disengage, you're going to get more clear on this. Okay, let's look at the middle of August. I have strength coming out again. So here in the middle of August, you're going to find a new sense of strength and empowerment and resilience within you, okay? So again, as the more that you align with your truth and authenticity and you're making decisions to move forward in a way that is feeling good to you, that is aligned with your truth and what you wish to experience and create in your life and in your future, you're going to line up again with the universe and you're going to find a new inner power, inner strength in order to move forward, okay? These beautiful Leo energies, with this fiery energy that line up with yours are going to work out perfectly because they are conducive to a beautiful environment that pushes you forward. It gives you that little nudge, that fiery, like, oof, to get you going, okay, in the right direction, okay? So with the strength card coming in, it's going to take some strength and courage in order to make a new decision, to go in a new direction and allow things to fall away and disengage from them. But you're going to find that you're going to build a stronger sense of confidence and resilience in moving forward, okay? So you can do courageous things. Let's take a look at the end of August and kind of see how this plays out. I have the Eight of Cups here, okay? So again, if you have not already left these things behind, this is telling you that in the month of August, if you align with that truth, if you disengage enough to get clarity and you align with your authenticity, you're going to make a clear and wise and final decision in which direction to go. And you're going to be able to walk away from anything that no longer serves your highest good, okay? You're going to be able to, get that inner strength and inner resilience within you and do courageous, brave things. You can do hard things, Saggies. I know you can. You are very brave. And, these situations that kind of like are, matters of the heart, and the mind can be very tricky for you in this energy, but it's okay. You can do this. Okay. Believe that you can. And so by the end of August, you're really going to be heading in a new direction where you're going to feel confident in the fact that you're moving in the right way. After you go from the Eight of Cups, it's going on this beautiful journey of the heart. It's searching for something more fulfilling emotionally. And even if situations weren't terrible that you're walking away from, they just are no longer aligned with you. Okay. So, put the shoe where it fits here, Saggies. But whatever it is, you're walking away in a direction and seeking out things that are more fulfilling to you and your life emotionally, mentally, physically, all around. This is moving into a higher timeline, a higher experience for you. And what that's going to do is make space and make room so that new higher vibrational opportunities and people and relationships and jobs and things and opportunities can really flow into you. Okay. So here in the month of August, things are really going to challenge your strength and courage, but you can do this and you can walk away from that which no longer serves you. Let's take a look at some advice for you, Saggies. The advice here is the Two of Cups. Okay. So this Two of Cups is in regards to relationships. Okay. So this could be that Eight of Cups where the advice here is saying there is better out there for you. So if you're worrying and struggling with whether you should leave behind relationships, whether they're family or they're romantic or friendships, these, Two of Cups really represent soulmates here. And it can be anyone that, evokes emotion with us that we care deeply about. Okay. And so we have significant bonds with these situations. Okay. So this is saying that the advice is even though you feel deeply for this situation, when you go on that Eight of Cups journey and you leave the old behind, which no longer aligns with you for your highest good, there is new opportunity for new soulmates and new connections waiting for you to align with you and kind of meet up with you. Okay. So the advice here is, keep your eye on the prize, and that should help make that courageous decision a little more easier here. Okay. This can also be an energy of the advice is saying just get really in balance with yourself here. Okay. Whatever you find fulfilling in these emotional relationships, you need to first find in yourself. So you need to allow yourself to make wise and loving decisions for yourself in order to level up and attract in new or high vibrational relationships in the future. Okay. So the advice here is just kind of stay balanced and know that you're headed in the right direction. And there are positive things waiting for you on the other side of this door of dreams that's waiting to present itself to you. Okay. Let's take a look at what's hidden here. Maybe there's something that you aren't seeing that would prove helpful. Okay. What's hidden here is the Ace of Swords. Again, this is aligning with your truth. So what's hidden here is, a truth. There's a truth that either needs to be spoken, it needs to be, acknowledged, it needs to be addressed, it needs to be aligning again with your authentic self, your authentic truth, and swinging that sword of truth and doing it with precision. Okay. It means cutting out all which no longer serves you because your Ace of Swords is your truth. It is the truth, and it's going to cut through anything that needs to be cut out. Okay. This means also if there is a need to speak your truth to people or situations in your, world that are no longer serving you that you need to deal with, you're going to be able to find that inner strength to speak that truth in order to move on from these situations. Okay. So that is what's hidden for you here in the month of August. It's really asking you to align with your authenticity and speak your truth. Okay. Let's take a peek into September, Saggies. Let's see what might be coming for September for you. Okay. Things look really good though for you guys. Okay. So just kind of hang in there. I know it takes a lot of courage to make new decisions and go in new directions, but you got this. Okay, what you don't see coming here in the month of September is I have Justice, I have the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so once you align with your authentic truth, you speak your truth, you swing that sword and make that decision to cut out what no longer serves you, and you separate yourself from those situations, you're going to be able to kind of regain a sense of balance within yourself. You're going to feel really good about what decisions you're making here for yourself, and they're going to be aligned with your highest and greatest good. And then you're going to be able to get a sense of, clarity here. You're going to feel really good about having spoken your truth, and you're going to be able to see things in retrospect about how they were meant for the highest good. And whatever decision you made here in August and moved through in September, you're going to be very clear I'm very happy about the decision that you made here, okay? Because you're going to have an energy of the Ace of Wands now presenting itself. So once you're balanced, you're going to be like, yes, that was the absolute best decision I ever made. And you're going to get a new sense of kind of like, well, what's next? It's a little bit of a passionate excitement coming in for you that's waiting on the other side with this door of dreams, okay? It's going to be a new passionate beginning, whether that's in work or experiences or relationships that are going to be coming in. They're going to be quite passionate and enjoyable for you. So you're aligning with that as you move through the month of August and going into September, okay? At the bottom of the deck, I have the Knight of Wands. This is taking passionate action. This is having that courage to move forward, to take whatever bold steps you need to take in a direction that you need to go for your highest and greatest good. So be courageous, be in this Knight of Wands energy, and know that you have the energy and the power to move forward in a direction that is beautiful and positive for you, Sagittarius. So I hope you found this reading to be helpful. And until I see you again, take care.